Yo, what's happening, Myles? Oh,
Yep. What up?
yeah. Was
you
there
know,
something in
I
your
don't-
mouth when I was trying to talk to you?
Yeah, there was.
Would you like me to remove it?
No, it's good. I've just put it down there.
Okay.
Let's
Let's put it over here off to the side until you need it.
Yeah, I've just put it a bit to the right.
It's weird. It
Yeah,
actually hangs to the left.
I don't know what to say, man, because I thought we were doing this beginning bit, and I was like, doing a bit of improv group, and then you were like, okay, now there's the YouTube holding screen. I was like, oh, what? We were actually having a real conversation.
This is the problem when 99% of our relationship, Myles, is actually while we're streaming, right? We don't have much of a relationship outside of this. We don't talk all that much.
Outside of improv group.
Outside of improv group, and so I was trying to have an actual conversation with you before the show. You thought it was part of this show. I love that so much.
So I didn't know what you were telling me was true, and what I was telling you was kind of true. I was piping it up a bit. I was getting all these notifications from my work tab, so I was trying to close it down. I'm trying to do without parole here. We ain't got time for this.
Okay,
we ain't got time for this. We got time.
You have time for
about without parole. GAMESCAST live Friday, 2-hour Friday.
Oh yeah, we got time for a shout out to Blaze in the chat. What's up, Blaze?
Oh,
Blaze says, "I love
what up,
you.
Blaze?
Give me a shout out. My name is Blaze. What's up? You love us? I've never seen you here before."
Is that actually the Blaze?
Probably. There's only one. I think it's copywritten. You can't be Blaze without being Blaze. Who's Blaze?
But there's Blaze, and then there's like Blaze. Is it Blaze Burn 0988 or something? Like, I don't know. I don't follow pop culture, but yeah.
You don't?
No.
Well, then we're screwed. You ready to do this?
Oh no. Yeah, let's do this.
Let's go. This is PSVR GamesCast Live. We film live every single Monday, Wednesday, and 2 Eyes Friday right here on YouTube. There he is. We do it live, 6 p.m. Eastern for your viewing pleasure, but we also care about your oral pleasure. That's why we put this thing up on podcast services of your choice. And man, am I on top of those podcasts recently. I'm so proud of myself. My name is Brian Powell. See, right here. It's right there. And I would usually say black and white, but it's red and white. Red and white. We've changed up everything. Huh? You want to read without parole newspapers? Good luck, because they're written in red and white. You'll have a headache in seconds. And this guy over here, to my left, to your right, it's Myles Dyer. Myles Dyer from youtube.com/Myles.
I thought I was going to escape it this week, but it always creeps up. Always creeps up.
I mean, if anybody's going to creep up, it's going to be this creep right here.
What up? What up, Mr. Creep? Yeah, what up? What up, Brian? Another week. Another 5 PSVR2 Let's Plays done, Brian. Oh, we've had some good ones this week.
What amazing games did you play this week, Myles?
I actually can't remember, so I'm gonna have to look it up.
They must have been great.
Well, okay, to start the week off, man, I had Underdogs.
Oh, good. That game,
and I'd never played it before. And dude, I absolutely loved it. Awesome game.
Nice.
Yeah, but I haven't had a chance to go back to it because I finished late, and it's a workout, man. Like, you're swinging those arms, you're destroying mechs and that, but like, it's cool, man. I love the locomotion. It's interesting, like the aesthetic, like the style, the music, the sort of the British culture that we got there.
I mean, everybody in Underdogs would pronounce your name just like I do.
Myles Dyer. Yeah,
Myles Dyer, you fucking
cunt. Yeah, mate.
Can you say cunt? I don't think I can. I don't think I can say that, right? Only you can say that.
I said it on my Let's Play, dude, because it was the first PSVR2 game that uses the C word, and I actually had to take a breath before I did it. I was like, okay, well. And what I love is the game starts, and there's all this use of the F word and like violence, and then the game starts and it goes, here's your settings. Do you want family mode? It's like the idea that the kids have already watched like the F word getting flung about and stuff like that. It was great. So Underdogs, good start to the week. Tuesday, Iron Guard.
Oh,
dude,
even better.
2 for 2, man. Iron Guard was good, man. Like, tower defense games are interesting, Brian, because like if they're
I
done
agree.
well, they're great. But
Yeah.
I sometimes feel with tower defense games that a lot of them it's you have to play it this way. The idea is to work out the sequence of placing turrets and when to upgrade them. And if you step outside of that ordering, you're not going to win. And so it feels like, okay, so it's just about, there's like lack of creativity. Whereas this, it feels like, no, you can sort of, there is a strategy, but you can kind of, with upgrade trees and that, yeah, it's great. And I've jumped back to it since, had a good time with that. Okay, so 2 for 2, good. Wednesday, Extreme Off-Road Racing VR.
I don't even know if I have a trailer for this.
They only have it for the flat screen, which, to be honest, I'd have enjoyed more.
Yeah, this is rough. So let me ask you this: when you told me you were going to be playing this, I was like, you're not going to be able to play for more than 20 minutes. It's so boring. There's nothing to it. How long was your live stream?
34 minutes, but I did play every map.
Nice. I did too. I did too. Just so I could get a Brian bite out.
And you could do up to 100 laps. It allowed you to do 100 laps, and I thought, I don't even know if the game would hold for 100 laps. Never mind, let you play it for that. It is disgusting. Yeah. It is a disgusting game. I felt so dirty. I had to have 5 showers afterwards, and the sand buggies. Jesus Christ, dude, that was a test of my stomach. Like, that did not feel good, man. That did not feel good. The AI is absolute trash. There's no real. It doesn't feel good. And this is by the guys that made what?
You see the cars falling out of the sky? Like, that's my favorite part in this game. Is when the cars respawn. No. When the other cars respawn, they just fall out of the sky.
They do.
It's laughably funny.
Yeah. Okay. It's all right. Maybe that wasn't a good one on a Wednesday. But then on Thursday, Rebeloid VR, which actually came out, I think, last week or the week before. Brick breaking game, but they have bosses in it. I had fun with it, but look, if you're into these brick breaking arcade games, then you'd want to give it a go. It's also, I think it was like a few dollars it cost me. So like, it's a cheap game, lots of trophies, but the boss battles, which I was excited for, not very interesting. You have a boss battle every 5 levels. Yeah, I completed the campaign in the live stream. It was all right for what it was. Amazing. And then today, Brian.
Yep.
Dropship Commander. I returned to Dropship Commander, which I played on PSVR. You get the free upgrade to PSVR2. And I love the quick flicking to the trailers and that. Dude, Dropship Commander. Dude, it's a good time, man. It's so frustrating of a game, but the good kind of frustrating of like, God, I want to see how I can do it. And I'm only on the second area. And I'm like, there's so many more areas. And it's really tough, man. I was swearing quite a lot on that. So, yeah, that was a fun time. And I have to say, strange games are always good at using a lot of PSVR2 features. Like the haptics were great in it. I thought the haptics were really, really good. Headset rumble when you land, which wasn't obviously on the PSVR version. So when you like your dropship lands on the pad and you get the headset rumble, chef's kiss, pretty good. So yeah, little fun time. But anyway, that was it. That was my week. So out of those 5 games, Brian, what's your favourite? Except Extreme Off-Road Racing VR. You can't use that one.
Well, then I don't have any favorites.
Okay. All right.
No, I mean, dude, Iron Guard is just so good. Iron Guard deserves more love. I don't know how many people have bought it. I haven't checked in on the PlayStation Store. Actually, it's not like we're not doing anything right now. Why? Oh, I haven't checked in on the PlayStation Store. Well, what better time than to check in on something than right
Friday
effing now, Myles? It's at 90 ratings, which is actually pretty decent. And it's got a rating of 4.66 stars. So really positive ratings. Oh, and like, yeah, some douchebags rated it 1 star. I was like, I don't even know why you would do that. This game's great. So amazing ratings on the PlayStation Store. 90 ratings isn't great, but yeah, probably my favorite of the week. And I've been telling people that I need to get back to Underdogs because I think that game deserves a lot more attention, and I'm excited to do that at some point when I have more time, whenever that is.
Yeah, Iron Guard is definitely the one that I've been back to since. I think I was in the GameCat Discord last night. I think when we spoke, and I just finished playing some more Iron Guard. I love Underdogs as well, but yeah, Iron Guard is just really good. It has the Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun vibes. It's not a real time strategy though. It is a tower defense, but it just has that feel to it. And it's even the things of like they have a little introduction between at the beginning of each level. It's just nonsense, but they have voice acting and it's kind of cool. Like, yeah. And I like the idea that you're using a ship on your right hand, and so you get like flying drones coming at you, and they try and disable your weapon. So there's some cool mechanics there.
Yeah, listen. As much as I love Iron Guard, it's we just got word this week that the sequel, which we already knew was coming to PSVR2, Iron Guard Salvation, is actually almost here. This is one of those games, Myles, that like, you know, we just knew we were going to be getting a lot of games, you know, over the course of the next few months, and there were going to be a lot of surprises, and this seemingly is one of the surprises. And you know, it's supposed to be like a bigger, better sequel, a lot more like enemies, more maps, all that kind of stuff. And then, you know, kind of going a Captain Toonhead route. They're doing, you can drop into turrets and man them yourself in first person, right? Which is like, oh, okay, that adds a little bit of more, you know, VRAF-ness to it. Absolutely, you know, I love the thing that you're controlling in your hand, that you're flying it around, you're avoiding the enemies coming at you, you're shooting, you're helping all your turrets get the job done. But to make it even more VRAF is pretty cool.
Dude, Captain Toonhead is amazing. I like, and I think it might be my favorite tower defense if it looked better in the headset. That's like the only.
It's soft, right?
Oh, dude, and the world building's great. Like your HQ and everything. Like the design is fantastic. Yeah, it's soft, and it's just a real shame. Hopefully fixable, and then it would definitely rank a lot higher because it was a good time.
Well, prior to the game coming out, I think, if I remember correctly, this runs at 120 hertz native, right? No reprojection, like native frame rate of 120 hertz. So it's running super fast. Like it doesn't need that. Like it's like I was like, is there any way you can sacrifice some of the frame rate in order to, you know, like maybe use some super sampling or get the resolution up just a little bit, because it's got a soft look to it. And if it was razor sharp, then it would look fantastic. And essentially, I think they were like, well, listen, we're going to really consider that for the sequel, but I haven't heard from them since then. So I don't know if that's like in their plans. I don't know how much of the feedback that gamers and reviewers and everything like that have been giving to them. I don't know how much of that they're actually taking into consideration. So I am curious to see, and if it looks even better than the first game. This is kind of like the Saints and Sinners thing, right? It's like Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution kind of just felt like more Saints and Sinners, but god damn, it looks so much better on PSVR 2 than Saints and Sinners Chapter 1 did on PSVR 2. And so maybe this will kind of give people an incentive to be like, oh yeah, I love the first game, and this isn't just a sequel in the sense that it has new content, but it also technically looks better than, you know, from a technological standpoint, it looks better than the first game, which is pretty cool. Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah, not bad.
Shout out to GameCat with the 10 PSVR2 without parole gift memberships. Man, dude, the generosity has been insane over the last week or two. People just gifting memberships.
Look at all those green names popping up. Whoa.
Right? Craziness.
Oh, Brian, on my Wednesday show, because I remember I mentioned it before, you can gift free memberships if you go to the membership gifting. I maybe did try this last time, but I did try it on Wednesday, and it came up again. When it's a new month, if in the live chat you click on the $sign and then click membership gifting, it goes, you can give 10 free memberships away a month. Give away 5 now. But if not, I'm going to be really surprised, because you always, understandably, get features before I do. Is it not there? I'm so sorry. I'm never going to mention it again on this, because it's twice now I've got people excited in the chat.
Yeah, it says show support for without parole, super stickers, and super chat.
And you don't have membership gifting as an option?
Nope.
For me, there's 3. What?
Nope. I just have the 2.
That is so weird.
Yeah. Also, I wonder if it's because I'm over here. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was just a nice thought.
Epic failure. Wonderful. Thank you, GameCato. Back on topic. Love the support, man. You guys are keeping the lights on. We really, really appreciate it. Professor Lilith with the $5 tip says, "Hello, GameCats. This week Sunday multiplayer is Galaxy Kart." Also, this is the interesting part of this, Myles. We're prototyping something new over on Discord.
What? Sunday's
multiplayer is Galaxy Kart, but Saturday's multiplayer is also a thing. What? That's gonna be Pavlov.
There's two.
Yeah, there's now two.
Wow.
Well, so listen. So many people have been like, "Oh, I joined your Discord, but there's no reason for me to because I work on Sundays or I'm on a different time schedule or whatever, and I can't play." And I was like, "Okay, well, first of all, this is just one of the many reasons to join Discord, right? This is like one of the many. But second of all, it's like, all right, well, listen, if there's people willing to host other shit on different days,
make it happen.
Let's make it happen, right? And so, hopefully Saturday will work for some people. And so this is going to hopefully introduce a whole bunch of people to our Discord and hopefully introduce a whole bunch of people to the GameCat community, which we all know is the best community out there. I've had nothing but fun playing PSVR2 games, I guess going all the way back to PSVR1 games, with the GameCat community. They are fucking incredible. So if you need some people to play PSVR2 games with, come join our Discord. And this weekend, we'll be doing Pavlov on Saturday and Galaxy Kart on Sunday.
What time? Is it same time both days?
2 p.m. Eastern both days. If you're in a different region, different time zone, cool. Fucking Google it, figure it out. But because with the changes of daylight savings time and all that, like sometimes you and me, Myles, are like 6 hours apart. Sometimes we're 4 hours apart, and I can't keep up with it all. Right?
It's just because I'm thinking, because last Saturday I did a multiplayer Let's Play 90s Extreme Skiing. If anyone's heard of that. No, but no.
Extreme skiing.
But tomorrow I'll do it so it doesn't clash with that. I'm gonna maybe do Ghost of Tsubo.
Nice,
because, dude. I'm gonna get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah,
people won't have to.
That's fine.
People won't have to stream snipe. You can just kill me anyway. I am gonna be so shit at it. So yeah. There we go. Someone's asking when am I playing Madison? Halloween, Friday the 31st of October.
Nice.
Unfortunately.
And we never heard from Myles again.
Yeah, if I don't make it to GamesCast that night, you know why.
Yeah. We were actually we were joking that like during GamesCast, that's when you should just stream Madison during GamesCast, and then I will sit here, basically watching you, and that'll be the whole show. It'll be you in Madison, and we can conduct the show from within Madison. I'll sit here as normal, and you can be in Madison doing your playthrough, and we can just talk about the week of news. Perfect. All right, good stuff. Thundercat with the level 2 membership says, "Sup nerds, happy Friday." Thanks, Thundercat. Happy Friday to you too, man. I got a lot going on this weekend. Fuck. There's so much. I can't. I'm not good at multitasking. I'm not really good at like focusing on more than one thing at a time. And so even when it comes to making videos, it's very much like, man, I got to focus on GamesCast right now. And then after this, like I got to focus on PSVR this week. I was like, okay, now I got to focus. I can't do multiple things. I can't really spread my workload around. And so I am struggling a little bit. Because PSVR this week will be out tonight before I go to bed, and then all day tomorrow I got to be working on an upcoming review, and so this weekend is going to be insanely busy for me, but it's all good stuff, man. It's all good stuff. We got a lot of good things happening. I'm even talked to some developers about the reveal of their PSVR2 games that haven't been announced yet. So the next couple months, man, it's going to be great.
Whoop.
Oh man, GameCato is dominating the chat after the 10 gifted memberships. He also has 20 Australian saying, "Struth Cobber, people are excited for Rush. My Rush video views doubled. Big time Rush." Remember Big Time Rush?
Big Time Rush.
Yeah. While I was asleep, since they released a new trailer, Rush is gonna be my most ultimate multi experience since playing Myles in '90s extreme skiing. Yeah, man. Listen, we can talk about Rush. Let's talk about Rush. Let's talk about Rush. It's a headline. It's a headline of the show. By the way, I fucking hate. I hate the thumbnail.
What a coincidence! It's on the thumbnail.
I hate the thumbnail. I
love it, dude. It's so. I think it's just wicked though, man. When like we talk about stuff on here, and sometimes it matches what's on the thumbnail or the title. Like that's such a. I just think it's nice when things come together like that.
It's only wicked because sometimes it doesn't happen.
No, that's it. It's a novelty. Rarely does. So yeah.
So anyway, listen. Last week,
so let's not talk about Rush VR.
Right. That not talking about Rush VR Apex Edition would be more on brand for us than talking about Rush VR Apex Edition. Right. Listen. Last week we were talking about the announcement because what's up? What are you meowing at? What?
Meow 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 meow.
She's like looking over her shoulder, just being like meow 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 meow. Like you want to start a conversation right now? Right now? Let's start a conversation right now. Because the binary mill had announced it, they'd put it on the store, and it was very, very exciting. But there was nothing to go on. There was no new information. And so what we were really excited for was today the announcement or the release of their trailer, so that we could actually see how much better it looks. And I don't know about you, man, but if this thing is running at 90 frames native, this looks beautiful to me.
Yeah.
Are you just watching it right now for the first time? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I am. I'm looking right now. This is pretty.
It happens. It happens. Like GAMESCAST just kind of like lands in the middle of the day, in the middle of the workday for some of my coworkers, and we asked them not. I never want them to have to like do too much ahead of time. But so it was my bad, man. I didn't get you to run a show prior to.
No, you're good. You're good. I literally look at the thumbnail and I'm like, okay, that's my prep. No, I've actually got it loaded separately. It does look amazing, and like just the movement and how smooth it looks. I am so hyped, especially the fact it's going to be my first time experiencing this game, and this looks amazing. So what you got to do is you got to get a stool, like a drum stool, and then lie on it on your tummy, and then you on live stream, so it will look like you're flying through the air. Is that how you're supposed to do this?
If that's how you want to do it, then I will tune in to watch you stream that way.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I think the funny thing is that the game's going to look even better than this, right? There's so much artifacting and the way that and so much compression from YouTube, and I don't know how they captured this footage, but it doesn't look great when you start looking at the details. But I don't think that has anything to do with the game. I think most of this has to do with the compression on YouTube, or just like all the other games, it could be using DFR. And when you're seeing a lot of that compression, what it really is just lower resolutions outside of the focal point. So, the one thing that we don't know about this game is if it's using DFR, if it's running at 90 native. There is a kind of an AMA going on Reddit where the Binary Mill posted this and said, hey, let us know if you have any questions. But no one asked about frame rates. No one asked about DFR, right? Gun Club used it. Into Black used it, so we can only assume that they're doing this the same way they were doing that, and it probably will be running at 90 native and using DFR, and probably looks super super sharp in the headset.
My favorite bit on the trailer is the fist bump.
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited for you to play this because I think it's really your kind of game, and not even the fact that it's just a fun fucking racing game, but more so that the social element of it is so much fun. You sit, right. Is
it proximity chat?
I don't remember that. Maybe someone in the chat remembers better than I can.
That'd be a cool feature. You hear people in the canyon go,
that would be pretty great. What I remember is like when you're waiting for the race. I don't know. Are you actually in a plane, or is it just a waiting room, or whatever? But like there's cans of soda everywhere that you can shake up, and then you crack open it, and they just go flying, and you can like shoot them at people. There's like Nerf gun type things, like all sorts of these fun little interactions to do while you're waiting in a lobby, waiting for everybody to get there. And then of course, like the fist bumps and all that stuff. So I do think it's your kind of game in the sense that it's just so much fun to be in there with other people.
Oh man.
So
I'm super hyped for this.
Oh, fantastic. Wubane in the chat, what's up, dude? I feel like I haven't seen your name in a while. Says someone asked on Reddit, and they did reply. The frame rate is 90 native on the base PS5 and 120 on the Pro. Fantastic. So it's just like Resist, which is, yeah.
Binary mirrors are becoming the Insomniac games of VR for PlayStation. Like, just game after game after game.
Yeah, listen. I mean, they've got such a fun catalog of games that this is what I was sort of hoping every developer would do, right? Get your games over to PSVR2. You know, do the bare minimum for some of them, and like, you know, for the other ones that need a little bit of extra work, you know, put in a little bit of extra work. I did find out, somebody was asking, and so I did find out there's no upgrade path, which again is fine. They gave us Gun Club for free if you already owned it on PSVR1. Which I think was going above and beyond, and as we were talking about in the comments, I don't think at this point anyone expects a discount or a free upgrade path for games that they had on PSVR1, because PSVR2 just didn't really take off the way we expected it to. Right? There's not these millions and millions and millions and millions of new players that are all going to like throw their money at the developers, right? So it's really hard to be like, and we're going to like reward the people who already own this with a free upgrade or something like that. So no upgrade path, but I can't imagine this is going to be more than like $25 or $30, something like that. So this is one of our most requested games. So I'm more than happy. I'm going to say I'm more than happy to throw them money, but obviously I'll have review keys. What is going on? Oh my God, Tornado's freaking out. She's been chill all day. Did it come out on MetaQuest?
I don't know. Initially, I'd love it. It's just because whenever I see stuff like this, I'm like, I wish this also came out on MetaQuest 3, so I can get it for my dad, and I think this would be a game that he'd love to try out.
Yes, Rush VR is on Quest.
Cool. It'll be a different version though, so I doubt there'll be crossplay with this this version.
Right, and to my knowledge, Into Black didn't have crossplay, and I don't think they're going to be adding it. Right.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so and also to my knowledge, I don't think they've announced this version, Apex Edition, for any other headset.
Right.
Craziness. They did also say that there's going to be headset haptics, and that was one of the things that I first thought about when this game was announced.
Getting close to the ground, you were saying. Yeah.
Getting close to the ground, doing the near misses, and yeah, like touch. I mean, even like maybe like touching the ground as you're going past it. But also, you know, we've seen this in like 90s extreme skiing with, you know, when you see the speed lines when you're like at max speed, or in this game when you're going to be boosting, a little bit of headset rumble will really make that feel more impactful. And so they did say there will be headset rumble in this, which is fantastic.
Or if you face plant against a cliff face, maybe.
Probably if you crash face first into a cliff, it would make sense.
You'd get a little rumble there, I think.
Yeah.
I'll be very disappointed if you don't.
It makes me wonder, with the love that they're giving this game on PSVR2 and the fact that they haven't announced it on other headsets. It really makes me wonder, Myles, if their games are selling better on PSVR2 than they are other places, right? If they are one of those studios who's constantly saying that our games are selling better on PSVR2, just like Chubby Pixels did with Suicide Guy VR.
Yes.
Somebody posted this on Reddit earlier today. Said Chubby Pixel says that Suicide Guy sold most on PSVR 2. This looks like a quote from some DM. It says, I can start by saying it is certainly a new platform on which is commercially worth developing, since in just a month we already passed the 10,000 units sold of our VR game and went onto the top 20 PSVR 2 games on the store for a few days. The launch during Christmas period and the few titles present on the store certainly helped. Oh, the few titles present on the store certainly helped. So launch during maybe a slow period or something. I don't know.
Unbelievable. That's 10,000 people that are going to be
wishing they could get their money back.
Feeling very sick on the forklift truck level when it gets to like 2 frames per second. Unbelievable.
It is.
By the way, I loved Suicide Guy, the flat screen. I was super hyped when it came over. I did get the platinum though. I did go through it. But it is. And then, I'm not saying anything else. Just like unbelievable.
I mean, I'll say something else. I was appalled by the frame rate on this on PSVR 1. It was super stuttery. The smooth turning was anything but smooth. It was super choppy. It was a mess. It was really hard to play on PSVR 1. But I love the creativity, right? So I was right there with you. I love the core game. I love the game ideas.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if they could just polish this up, this would be a nice little hidden gem. And then it came to PSVR 2, and I was like, perfect. This is the perfect opportunity for them to make it better, to give us maybe 90 native frame rates, or at least, a nice solid frame rate, even if it wasn't 90 native, and make it play smoothly, polish it up. And it was just as bad, if not worse. On PSVR 2. Worse. Yeah. So whoever bought this obviously doesn't watch the channel, didn't hear us rant and rave and complain about the PSVR 2 version. So that means there's at least 10,000 more people out there, Myles, that I need to get to watch without parole. We could have 100 if all these people came over and supported the channel. We could have 120,000 subscribers.
I used to give updates on Twitter about when I got platinum trophies. I'd show the platinum trophy video or picture and then give my sort of review of the game. And I haven't done it for a while, and I've just remembered now why. It's because the next one on the list was me getting the platinum for Suicide Guy VR, and I can't bring myself to give a summary that isn't completely and utterly devastating.
You need to. This is stuff that people.
No, I will.
This is stuff that
And by the way, that's not me saying because I want to dodge it. It was just generally like I hadn't got round to it, and I was like, I need to put this into words of like how bad this is. So I need to get back on with it.
GameCat fucking
not again.
Showing some love today. Yeah. With another $10, or it was 10 gift subscriptions, and it was 20 Australian. Now it's 10 Australian. It says Saturday multiplayer is awesome news because of being in Australia. That's my Sunday. I could never come to Sunday multiplayer. Sirens on my end because I'm always at work because that's my Monday. Woohoo. FTW.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I was I'm putting together PSVR this week, and I'm trying to figure out what the Sunday multiplayer game is. And so I stop into the Sunday multiplayer game channel on Discord, and I look around and I'm like, what is happening? Like, it was just like a wall of messages. And I'm like, can somebody please explain this to me? And a friend at court did. And I'm excited, man. Like, cause the end of PSVR this week is always the same. I use the same voiceovers, and then I chop to just me saying what the different game is, and I throw the different trailer on, throw a different game name on the screen, and that's it. So kind of nice to have them mixing it up this week. Hopefully it pans out.
Catterday.
That's right.
Catterday. Yeah.
Meow. Yeah. We got Comic Book Guy with the £5 saying, well, next week is going to be pretty busy because both Little Nightmares 3 and Dreams of Another releases next week.
Ooh, yeah.
Those two games are ridiculously different, aren't they? I am curious about Little Nightmares 3, but I'm more curious about Reanimal. Right? Tarsier is not working on Little Nightmares 3. And they were either thrown off the project or left or whatever the deal was, but they're making their own Little Nightmares game. It's almost like them reclaiming their IP in a way. And I love that, right? It's sort of like when, come on, somebody help me out. Who's the developer of Castlevania when he released Bloodstained, right? It was sort of like that. And then we won't talk about Mighty Number 5, if that's the name of it.
Mr. Castlevania, I think the name was. Maybe
Mr. Castle. So that kind of stuff always makes me really happy. So I reached out to Tarsier about Reanimal because those guys made Static on PSVR 1, one of the best puzzle games we had on PSVR 1. I reached out to them and said, guys,
so good.
We don't want you to redesign the game for PSVR 2. We just want to be able to play it on PSVR 2. Give us a mode where it's just we're peeking into this diorama. That's all we need. Like we don't need it to be anything more than that, and we'd love to see it on PSVR 2, and I've not heard back from them. So it doesn't sound like that's going to happen unless they're just being real quiet about it, or they don't want to tell me because why the fuck would you tell some random YouTuber? That's not part of your plans. Sirens on my end, lots of sirens. I don't know what the hell's going on out there. Jason Ewing with the level 1 membership says, don't forget to thumbs up everyone.
Put thumbs up, everyone.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, everyone be prepared to get thumbed up by Jason Ewing.
All right, well,
we'll
show our appreciation one way or another.
Please use soap and water when you're finished thumbing up everyone.
Yep.
It's the only way to prevent pink eye.
And before, actually. It makes it easier.
Sure, but you have to wash your hand 236 times.
Yes. Dedication.
Which good. Yep.
Do what you can.
Fifth with the Australian 5 says, Exergale better come out soon to get some sales before Rush next month. Rush says proximity chat. Oh, Rush says proximity chat in the store description.
There we go.
Can you imagine how good the show would be, Myles, if we actually prepared for it?
Yeah, like actually did research. Yeah.
Nice.
Research is overrated. Like, the reason I come on here is to learn about what's been happening in PSVR2 from the chat.
Yeah.
So we talk about the topic, and then I'll just wait and then see what the chat says, and I'll just say the bits that sound most convincing.
This is pretty crazy. Exergale is supposed to be out Q4 this year, and it's looking less and less impressive. Listen, not that I mind the low poly art style. I think it's fine, right? But it's going to be real hard to be excited about this. Titan Isles is obviously coming out PSVR2 next year. This is we got Rush coming out. This is gonna be a tough sell if it comes out after Rush for sure. What are you doing? Huh? Just hanging out?
The flappening.
The flappening.
Lots of talk of thumbs in the chat, guys. Just if you're interested in thumbs up, hit the thumbs up button. Honestly.
There's a button? That's not VR AF.
Yeah, I know.
Lame. The GameCat Andrew Ehrenreich with the $2 says, Hey, Andrew Ehrenreich. What's up, dude?
Hey.
Yeah, he has a follow-up.
Oh, okay, that wasn't it.
Yeah.
Okay.
With another $2, GameCat Andrew Ehrenreich says, Reanimal demo coming out on the 13th.
There we go.
Is that on Switch? I will play that on Switch too. I feel like that's my dedicated handheld of recent memory. I don't know. I need to sell my Portal. I don't use it, and I'm not willing to sell my Steam Deck because it's really the only way I play Steam games or I play PC games. So I'll keep that. Excellent. Myles, good news, Brian. I guess.
Arcane Age sold big?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, listen, Zero Caliber Remastered. Zero Caliber Remastered coming to PSVR2. Obviously, we talk about this a lot.
Yep.
It's supposed to be out sometime this month, sometime in October. That's exciting. I think it's weird. That they've only so far, gotten to their first milestone on the wish list.
Yeah.
They
haven't done an update since, have they? No, yeah.
Right. They started with 2K wish list. They were like, we're here. This is the this is the launch price, the $30. They said we get to
maybe
5K.
They just don't want to, maybe they don't want to drop the price. Maybe.
I doubt it. They obviously put a lot of thought into this ahead of time. They said if we get to 5K wish list, we'll drop it down $3 to 27. 10K wish list 25. Blah blah blah. You can see it on the screen right now. Or people listening at home, if they hit 20,000, they'll drop it down to $20. Or 50,000, they'll get down to $15. Listen, I didn't think we were going to make massive waves on this, but I did think we were going to make better waves on this. I definitely thought we were going to be seeing 10K. I thought we were going to be seeing 10K sooner rather than later.
Agreed.
Right? It's like, because even just the people that watch this show, like this specific show, we get like 4,000 to 5,000 views on any episode of PSVR this week. So I was like, if every single person wishlist that watched this show will get to 5K easily, and then there's the rest of the internet, right? The people who don't watch Without Parole and hang out on Reddit or that kind of place. There's got to be just as many people over there, and it's like, so a little bit surprised that we fizzled out so fast. But hopefully this is not the end, because
to be honest,
talk to me.
I didn't wish list it, so I've just wished it. So wait, do you want to refresh? Have they updated it?
Maybe you pushed them over. Maybe that was the one they were waiting for.
Yeah, maybe.
Possible.
Don't think that you alone can't change destiny, people. Wishlist it if you haven't already.
No one can change destiny. That dude's not changing.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Just do what you were destined to do. Wishlist.
I see.
Has it updated? Have they? No.
Yeah, no, they don't. Yeah, actually, in all fairness, that was a few days ago. So maybe there will be another update over the weekend or Monday or whatever. So we'll see. Listen, the trailer looks great. I think this game's going to be awesome. Everyone talks about how much fun it is. Obviously, Zero Caliber 2 is the better game, but this is, there's no reason not to be excited for this one. And even though it sounds like Zero Caliber 2 is on its way, if this doesn't sell, then I don't think they'll have any reason to continue porting the second one. So this is the kind of game that I would like to see get supported. It looks great, and it's also been in development for PSVR for about 6 years now. Myles, they did update us on the certification process. They went through their first round of certification, and Sony came back with 8 specific bugs that need to be fixed.
Ugh.
It means that very likely we could still get it released this month as planned, right? But it all depends what happens. They fix those 8 bugs. They go back into certification. The process of like fixing the stuff and then resubmitting and then having them go do their thing and then getting it back, it's like 10 days, right?
Yeah.
And so if they're not able to, if they're not able to pass next time or the time after, that could push it into November. And who knows, maybe they want to have a little bit of lead time on this. Maybe they want to be able to say, hey, we want 2 weeks to be able to promote our game, promote the release date, get people excited, get more people wishlisting it. And I wonder, Myles, are they going to run this wishlisting campaign right up until launch, right? Like if they hit 10,000 the day before the game comes out, are they going to drop the price even more then? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if you can do that.
Right.
I think when you submit a store link, you have to get the price locked in.
And for anybody, I know there's been a lot of confusion about this. People in the chat are even saying it right now. I've seen people in the comments say this is such a terrible strategy. They're assuming this will lead to sales. No, they're not. I don't think Xreal is blind like that. They've been releasing games for a while now. They understand what they're doing. It's so much less about those people wishlisting actually buying the game, and so much more about the visibility that those wishlists give people who weren't even aware of the game when they visit the PlayStation Store. Wishlisting helps get that game in front of more people. The more wishlists, the more visibility it has on the store. So instead of spending tens of thousands of dollars advertising, trying to get their game, trying to get IGN to put up a fucking trailer of their game or to cover it, that kind of stuff, this is just a different strategy in terms of advertising. I don't think for a second that they think that if they get 50,000 wish lists, that 50,000 people are going to buy the game. They probably assume that a percentage, they probably have a percentage in mind, right? Whether it be 30 or 40 or 50% of people wishlisting, they're probably assuming that that's happening, but there's no way they assume 100% are.
And when you wishlist, you're in the long term. I get it sometimes where I get a notification on the app for PlayStation. Oh, this wish list is now on discount, or and it's oh yeah, I had that wish list. I forgot about that. I'll go buy it. So it just gives you a good bit of exposure in the long run as well.
Yeah. Excuse me. Fifth with the Australian $5 says, "Have you watched any horror for Halloween month?" It's so funny you mentioned that, Fifth. I couldn't believe it when I was working on PSVR this week today and looking through all the news and scripting everything and then looking at the date and saying, "Holy crap, we're 3 days into October already." Usually I start celebrating October like the beginning of September, right? And I feel like I'm not there. I feel like I'm not in the Halloween mood. I feel like I'm not in spooky season mood. Something's very wrong. Something is not triggering in my brain properly. And even at night, when I'm done with without parole stuff and I go settle in to go watch a movie or TV before bed, it's just not there. Like that desire to watch something scary is not there. I will say I think that's about to change though. I did resubscribe to Shudder, which is always a bad idea. I feel like a month of Shudder is just, you might as well throw your $10 down the drain. However, I subscribed to Shudder to watch House on Elm, which was not a good found footage movie. So bad. You want to know how bad House on Elm is, Myles?
Is it Suicide Guy VR bad?
I mean, it's the level of enjoyment is not far off. Okay. House on Elm. The host of the ghost hunting show is trying to convince the other two hosts that like this is a place they need to go. Right, this house I've discovered, no one's ever talked about it, no one's ever been. Right, all these other streamers and people who do paranormal stuff, no one's ever been there. And let me prove it to you, bro. She calls Sam and Colby on she FaceTimes them to be like, have you guys ever heard of this House on Elm? And they're like, House on Elm? Turns out, not good actors. Who would have fucking guessed that Sam and Colby not great actors? They're like, House on Elm. She doesn't give them an address. She just said, this House on Elm. I was like, what state are you in? Give us anything. Wait,
right?
Anything, nothing. And they're like, oh, never heard of it. And she goes, see if Sam and Colby haven't heard of it. Nothing. I was like, dude, I was dying. I was like, and not dying of laughter or dying with excitement or joy. I was like, a piece of me died. And I was like, I got to turn this shit off. It's horrible. I still stuck around for another half an hour and I just couldn't do it. However, the point of this is that Tatum was telling me there's a new VHS movie, I think, coming to that VHS movie might be coming to Shudder. And that Good Boy, the horror movie from the perspective of the dog, that's coming to Shudder. And Good Dog, thank you. I think Good Boy's another different movie altogether, which is just as creepy. And then The Conjuring Last Rites is available for streaming next week. And so there are things that are happening. Yes, Scott Dracula says the new Hell House isn't found footage. That bothers me so much. But I'll watch it.
I might catch up with some horror movies that I've never seen, like Hereditary. I've still never seen Hereditary, that everyone always holds in high regard.
Yeah, Hereditary's great. Yep. I Want a Lot says, Brian, the Is It Cake Halloween season is coming on the 8th, and that'll get you in the Halloween spirit. I totally agree. No, I think that's the thing that made me happiest so far in the last couple of weeks, is seeing that Is It Cake is back, and they're doing a Halloween season. I love Is It Cake. I think Mikey Day is really funny on that show, and usually the guests are really, really interesting. I like Is It Cake. Anyway, what are we talking about? We got a release date for Battlemarked, D&D and Demeo. It's coming out November 20th. Myles, you and I are massive fans of Demeo. I think we both love that.
Love Demeo. Just wish they'd keep it as one game. So this is going to be a DLC to their previous game. They're going to bring it all together, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd love to know the I'd love to know the logistics on that, right? Like, how much does DLC sell? Like, and like what percentage of your audience buys DLC? And clearly, Resolution Games is like, well, that's not going to be enough, and that's why Demeo Battles has to be its own thing, and that's why Battlemarked needs to be its own thing.
Yeah.
But yes, I would definitely prefer all of my Demeo to be in one place. I agree with you. But I mean, as far as Dungeons and Dragons goes, like it is completely foreign to me. It's something that
Same.
It's kind of always been around. So does that, because you're unfamiliar with it, does that make it more or less interesting to you?
I mean, I've played a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons because my brother is a dungeon master and he loves it, and he's always trying to get me involved in games and that. And I really respect it, but you've got to spend hours and hours in one game. I'm curious to know what this is going to be, because the original Demeo was great, but a lot of people said, well, but you got to play many, many hours until, to get through a campaign level. And then Demeo Battles was great because they basically worked it out where, yeah, you can play for long times, but like the battles can be done in a much shorter period. I'm wondering if this is going to be somewhere in between. Or more like the original, just because Dungeons and Dragons are, known for being just much longer campaigns than that. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see what they go, what direction they take this.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this will actually be a little bit of a gateway drug for me. Right? Sometimes you just need that push. Sometimes you need that like really subtle way of getting of sneaking something into somebody's life in order for them to realize how great it is. Right? Like I realized how great One Piece was when I played a One Piece game on PlayStation 3. And then I was like, oh fuck, the enemy's great. And so maybe sneaking D&D into a game that I already love, and just because essentially it seems like more of a skin than anything else. I don't think the gameplay is going to be radically different. So this might be a good push in the right direction. So I'm excited for it.
Man, it is stormy outside here in the UK. We got a storm this weekend, Brian. I can hear the rain hammering against the window behind here. Unbelievable. Why are you laughing? Storms aren't funny.
It's just because RGV in the chat writes, "My brother's a dungeon master," and then has a laughing emoji. And it's funny because when you said my brother's a dungeon master, I also thought it was funny. But don't know why, and so I'm just happy that I saw RGB. Also
he's a dungeon master.
Yeah,
he's a dungeon master.
Yeah, good. I have no idea why I think that's funny.
No, he is dungeon master.
Okay. Atomic Pete Teapot, the Game Cat Rare with the Australian $2 says, "Yeah, Demeo, best game ever."
Dude, oh man, Demeo is just so good, and I'm just excited to see how they build on what they've done before. Like Battles had shown they'd learned a lot from the first game, and now this being with a big IP, it should be the best version of Demeo yet. So let's see.
Let's see. Excellent. We also got a trailer this week, Myles, for the Obsessive Shadow Ch.2.
Oh, the obsessive one.
Yeah. This is so interesting to me.
Okay.
This is so interesting to me, Myles, because the Obsessive Shadow got announced a little ways back for PSVR2. And then at some point decided the developer PMH Interactive, Pablo, one person decided it needed, I think, more content or an upgrade, and so he wants to make sure that all of that stuff is in the game, and that we get the most up to date version before Chapter 1 comes out on PSVR2, which is great, right? But it's not a big game. It's a couple hours at most, right? And it's more of this trial and error thing that you try, you get a little bit further every single time you do it. One of those games where it's like you have to kind of learn what the instructions are as you go, but horror, jump scares. It's obviously heavily inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's. But I think this is the first time we've ever gotten a trailer for a sequel before the first game even hit the PlayStation Store.
We don't need this.
We don't need this?
No.
Why?
We don't need horror games. We've got enough horror games, thank you.
Well, it does end with 2026 at the end of it. At the end of the trailer.
I got time.
So, yeah, we'll see how this goes.
There it is 2026. Saw it pop up at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm into this. I'm actually curious to see if he's going to get the first game out sometime this month. Again, just a quick little horror game. Would have been a great way to kick off the month. But I think he's handling the port himself. And as I already said, that the blacks of the OLED panels just make it so much scarier than,
Oh God.
Right. This is the guy making the game. saying this is the scariest version of the game because of that more than anything else. Which I love.
But we don't need this. We honestly don't need this.
We don't need this. I need this. I need this, Myles, and I need this for so many reasons. Also, what else do I need? Where the hell did that logo go? I turned off the logo at some point, and it's just not there. I feel like GamesCast Live is just missing so much without that logo there. That logo, right there. I need this because I need to get into the October mood. I need to get into the Halloween spirit. It's almost maddening. Like I'm just not, you know, like I'm not finding anything really interesting. I'm not finding games really grabbing me. I'm not finding movies, you know, horror movies or whatever, like really enticing. I need something to flip that switch in my brain and get me into the Halloween spirit. And maybe a small game like this would do it, right? Like Obsessive Shadow Ch.2. But I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I feel like I'm broken this year, so I'm really sad. Distracted into chess has completely forgot about cold VR. Yeah.
That's a good Christmassy game, though. Is it not coming out? Is it not a Christmassy game coming out?
Oh, maybe. I mean, it does. I don't think it's not cold all over the planet, right? In December.
Yeah. It's because Santa sprinkles his dust everywhere.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. He goes on his sleigh and he sprinkles all the white stuff everywhere.
I don't know, man. Cold VR is crazy.
He's a wrong one, though.
What's that?
Santa's a wrong one.
Where is Cold VR, Myles? Where is Slender VR? These are both games being published by Perp Games.
Perp.
Yep, these are both games that are being published by them. I don't know if Perp is handling the port for both of them, but they are both missing in action. And it's weirding me out. Like, what has happened? I feel like there's got to be a connection here for some reason. There's got to be something happening over at Perp that makes them go, we need to fix this. But it's a long time.
I mean,
man.
Slender could still drop, though. They could literally just be waiting until Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Okay. In all fairness, right? Perp is releasing Trenches this month. I think on the 22nd, if I get that right.
That's true as well. Yep.
And so they probably don't want to cannibalize their own sales. And so maybe they do think that a stealth launch, like get people excited on the day that it comes out. Maybe it comes out on Halloween. Who knows? They say, yep, Slender's out now. Like, yep, stealth drop. Happy Halloween,
promote
everybody.
Trenches, the unfamiliar IP. Put the marketing behind that. And then Slender. I think Slender's going to do well. You don't need to... I mean, obviously, you should always market your games, and they will market it. But, like, Slenderman is such a beloved franchise, not beloved by me. I mean,
it was a beloved franchise. Are people still excited about a Slender game?
But this isn't this of the original game? Popular? This is of the original game. So I think, I don't know.
Okay.
Who knows?
All right.
Who knows?
I don't know.
I remember the first time I played Slender Man at work, and I showed it to a friend, and I remember he literally threw his headphones at the computer like when Slender Man appeared. Unbelievable.
Plo617 says, have you watched Heretic, Brian? Yes, I have. I watched it when it was new. Wait, nope. Sorry, I was thinking Hereditary. Heretic with
Hereditary,
What's his name? Hugh Grant?
Oh, Hugh Grant. Yes, I am quite a well-spoken gentleman who is...
Yeah, I didn't watch that when it came out. I watched that when it first came to streaming, and I thought it was fun. That was good. A little underwhelming. But yeah, no, I thought it was enjoyable. 7 out of 10 type thing. Maybe a little lower. But worth watching, you know? Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just this feeling. There's something weighing me down. There's something that's not quite right with my brain, and what I'd rather do. This is God's honest truth, Myles, is what I'd rather do these days. I put on old episodes of like Cheers and just let it run. Right? There's like what, 9 seasons of that, 10 seasons, something. I just let it run in the background. And then I pull out my Switch and I play old Castlevania GBA games. That's what I'm currently playing through right now. I am literally playing through Circle of the Moon on the Game Boy Advance. Nice. I am 5 hours into Circle of the Moon and just realized what the DSS is. Like how you use the combinations of cards to use different powers and have to kind of discover that. 5 hours into Circle of the Moon. Just discovered the major gameplay mechanic, which is weird, Myles, because this isn't the first time I've played Circle of the Moon. I have played Circle of the Moon twice before. So how do I not remember this? The first time I was drunk. I was always drinking when the GBA was out. But I feel I was definitely sober the last time I played it, and I'm really wondering if I played through the entire game and didn't use the DSS at all. There's something wrong with me, Myles. No one should trust my reviews because I don't know how to play video games. Just saying.
Wow. You heard it here first, people.
Yeah.
Don't trust Brian.
Unsubscribe en masse.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Whatever.
Hit the like button.
Bro, we got a year left on this channel at best anyways. Do whatever you guys want.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to be honest with you guys.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yes, Tatum says, shout out to Alien Infestation on the DS. Fuck yeah. Alien Infestation is probably one of the best Alien games outside of Alien Isolation. Yeah, sounds like that didn't come together, huh?
No, Alien Earth. Not giving any spoilers, but there's 8 episodes. By the time I was at episode 4, I'm like, this is banging. This is awesome. And then it just... How do I put this politely? It just shut the bed, mate.
Sucks.
It did.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it overall. It had really interesting ideas. The special effects were great. But the script writing was infuriating, in my opinion.
I'm still only on finished episode 2. The thing is, people had so many complaints about the first 2 episodes that I was like, "What? Are we watching the same show?" Like I thought it was fun, but a lot of people, who are more familiar with the lore or take the lore way more seriously than I do, it was like, "Oh, there's so many plot holes," and I was like, "That's okay." I turn my brain off.
They get way worse.
I turn my brain off with this stuff. But I was like, but I do want to wait for the whole series to be done before I watch it. And then I heard amazing things about what episode 4 or 5 like is one of the best things in the Alien franchise ever. And I'm like, cool, that's awesome. I'm super looking forward to that. And then then apparently it just goes downhill. So I'll keep you posted on my thoughts. I will definitely be watching and marathoning that at some point very soon. Yep. Punky Slot says, who's your favorite character in Cheers, Brian? Myles, are you familiar with Cheers?
Did I go to the Cheers bar? I think I went to the pub from Cheers.
Yeah.
Where is it based? Is it in
Boston?
It is in Boston. Yeah, I think that's where I went. I can't remember. Maybe yes, I went with Dan 2 PAX East ago. He took me there.
Excellent.
Yeah. I went there, but no, I've not seen Cheers.
There's 2 distinct eras in Cheers. We're just changing the whole thumbnail for this video. We're going to talk about 90s or 80s sitcoms. There's 2 distinct eras in Cheers. There's the Sam and Diane years. Sam, Diane, Coach, right? But then Diane leaves the show. Coach dies, and then it's the Woody Rebecca years, Rebecca Howe. And it's like it feels like almost two completely different shows, right? Because all the relationships change and everything's different. But the cast of characters is still pretty much the same. I don't know, man. I like Norm. I like Norm. Norm is just this guy who sits at the end of the bar, heavyset dude who has just been like, this is what life has to offer me, and I'm going to get as much enjoyment out of each day by drinking a lot of beer as I can. He's like the resident alcoholic, as if any recurring person in that bar is not an alcoholic. But I like Norm. I like Norm's outlook on life. And there was a point where like he says, "Fuck it, you know what? I don't like being an accountant. I like painting," and just becomes a painter. And you know, you got to respect that.
I
Norm.
respect that.
Dinky says Robin Colcord. Of all the people you could possibly like, Robin Colcord, he's like he's like the biggest douche in the show. He's like a billionaire, and he ends up screwing over one of the characters, right? Very, very prophetic, I should say.
Cheers VR, is it coming out?
Yeah. All right, man. This is so dumb. I don't know what happened to today's show, but I'm getting a kick out of it. I don't know if anybody else is. I don't even know if you are.
I don't know what's going on, but Norm. Cheers, Norm.
Cheers, Norm. All right. I'm grabbing a game from the PlayStation Store real quick here, Myles.
Oh, God.
What's up? What's happening? You're not
It's
ready for
that time, isn't it? I've got to... Do you know, while you do that, I'm going to go get my mouse because I'm so sick of just reaching over for this keypad. And I like to take notes when I'm writing down everything about this multiplayer.
You gotta take notes. No, you absolutely gotta take notes. He's not even here anymore. You gotta take notes because it's too much to remember. It's too fast. Yep. Okay. Boy. All right, we're going hard mode. You ready for this?
Yeah, let's... Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Can you say that first bit again?
We're going hard mode?
No. So we're going easy.
No.
Easy mode, Brian.
Oh, listen, we broke the streak already. We broke the winning streak. If we're going to break the winning streak, we might as well create a new streak.
All right.
Okay, losing
fair.
Streak. Yep.
All right, let's absolutely go ham.
Go ham.
Go ham.
Okay.
You know, hammy ham.
You guys know how this works. We need everybody's help to get this done. I've chosen the game, not an easy one, and it's up to you guys and Myles to figure out what game that is, PSVR 1 or PSVR 2. You've got an infinite number of yes or no questions to ask, but only 4 minutes to ask those questions in. So make sure you suggest good questions in the chat, and then based on the answers you get, suggest good games for Myles to guess. One wrong guess.
People are already asking questions in the chat. As the time started, am I watching this stream on the lag? Maybe. Is the 4 minutes already going?
It's very possible, yeah. It's very possible. They're trying to help you, man. They're trying to help you. They're getting ahead of the game.
No,
They're giving you questions so you don't have to wait. Let's go. Are you ready?
No. We go.
Okay. Now you ready?
Let's do it.
On your mark, get Tez, go.
Has it got multiplayer?
Yes.
Has it got full locomotion?
Yes.
Is it... Have they gone for realism in its visual aesthetic?
I mean, more realistic than cartoony, I guess. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Stylized, though. Big time. Stylized.
When you say multiplayer, is it more than 2?
Yes.
More than 2. It's interesting. And is it on PSVR 2?
Yes.
And is it on PSVR?
Yes. No. I take it back. I thought you were going to ask a different question. It's not on PSVR 1. It is on PSVR 2.
But it is on other platforms, I think your mind was going
Yes,
to.
it is.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Do you hold weapons? Do you hold guns in this?
Yes. I don't remember guns. Sorry, okay. I'm gonna say you hold weapons. I don't remember guns.
Oh. Okay.
But my brain is kind of broken right now.
Right, and so you're holding things that don't shoot bullets.
Correct.
But they shoot other things like rope.
Probably some kind of projectile. Probably.
Okay.
Right, but listen, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just going to tell you.
I mean,
it is
guys,
is mostly melee focused.
Okay, it's mostly melee. I mean, what's the It's just details. Details don't matter. Is this a good game, Brian? Would you say this is a good game?
I would say good, but does not get into the great category.
But not great.
Yep.
Okay. Has it got a story? Like, has it actually got narrative? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just on PSVR2. Did it come out this year?
It came out not this year. No.
And it wasn't a launch title?
No.
God. Is it only multiplayer?
No.
And the multiplayer is its own mode in this game, yeah?
I don't think it's its own mode, no.
Oh man. Is it sci-fi?
Yes.
Do the swords change like from the people that you kill? Like, do you take parts of their body and they turn into weapons?
I don't believe so. What game are you thinking of?
I was thinking of Soul Covenant. I thought you kill people.
Well, then yes.
I could have got that wrong, but I thought there was the whole thing where you kill people, then you take their weapons out. Dude, I'm stuck. I give up. Sorry.
I can't.
Is it Soul Covenant, Brian?
Oh my god, dude! It is, in fact, Soul Covenant by whoever the fuck. Third verse.
I did not enjoy this game, and I enjoyed their previous game. But remind me, chat. Am I completely making that up? I feel like you take weapons from like, is it like people that you've slain before, or I don't know.
Bro, it's been okay. So first of all, I was only able to play so much, right? Because the reason I bought this and downloaded it and and got other people to play was because I wanted to play through it co-op. And then at launch, the co-op was completely and fucking totally broken, right? It was totally broken, unplayable in co-op, just didn't work. And so by the time they got it fixed, like we were so far past it that I was like, well, what the fuck? But yeah, but all I can remember are swords. I can only imagine that, like you know, there's attacks where you swing the sword and like something projectile comes out of it, but I can't remember. I'm watching this footage now, and it's really just not.
I just remember, dude, that you play one level and then you got to go through 10 levels of reading text.
Yeah. People complain that there wasn't enough. That their games like Swords of Gargantua and Altair Breaker were too shallow, right? It's like, let's get. I loved
Altair Breaker. I loved Altair Breaker.
I love both of them. I love both of them, and then their way of getting a narrative into this was just by between levels, making you watch just fucking static screens with endless amounts of story. It didn't work. It didn't work. But I love the aesthetic here. I love how this game looks, and I thought it played really well. And I just wanted to play the game. I did not care about the story whatsoever. I just wanted to go around and beat shit up. So.
And by the way, I kind of misled you because I said you're taking weapons from your enemies. It's not from your enemies. It's body parts of your fallen comrades.
That's
typically their bones.
Yes.
Yeah,
I remember that. Okay,
there we go. There you go.
That's what triggered it. Okay.
Yeah. Great. I'll just use that as a trick every time. I'll just go, yes, that's what it has. Oh, okay, it's that game.
Yeah. This is the second time it's ever been picked. Thank you, Looper. First was December 11th, 2024. AJ to Brian and Wes, and we failed. That's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Oh man, I do want to get back to this though. Like I still haven't had a chance to play in multiplayer. I think it would be a lot of fun. Maybe not great, but good. And I could use a mindless game like this. Comic book guy, what's up, dude? Says with the £5 says sorry for asking this again. Sorry for asking this again. I think I can't remember. But what is your game of this year so far? Mine is Karma: The Dark World. It's such a great game. What's your game of the year so far, Myles?
My favorite game of the year.
I mean, it
so
doesn't
far.
sound like it doesn't sound like he's it sounds like he's talking about all games, flat screen, VR, everything. Do you have a
Oh, okay.
favorite game you played this year?
The thing is, there's like Ghost of Yote that's just come out. I would totally love. Not that it'd be my game of the year. Death Stranding 2. I've just not played these games. I've just not had a chance.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Game of the year. I'm trying to think like what game this year has really. I mean, there's only been one flat screen game I bought and played in its entirety, and that was Doom: The Dark Ages. And it was solid. I'm a massive Doom fan, but I wouldn't put it out there. Man, I wouldn't be able to tell you now. And I think that actually summarizes the world that we live in today. Like, once upon a time, you'd instantly be able to be like, yeah, it was this game. But there's just so many games. And also, the years just blend into one now. I don't know, like... Hitman's probably going to be up there. With the VR. Like, that is just such an exceptional piece of work. I'd have to look at a list of all the PSVR2 games that have come out this year, and I'm not going to use the PlayStation Store because
it's pretty terrible.
Broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, like Arcane Age is going to be a big one. That's going to be high up on my list. I think it's one of the best VR games I've ever played. In terms of mechanics, that is so good, so memorable for those reasons. Feels good to climb. Feels good to explore. It's fun to explore.
Midnight Walk was probably a contender. Alien Rogue Incursion was this year, wasn't it?
I think that was December last year.
Okay, maybe, yeah. Ghost Town, I know it's not come out on PSVR2 yet, and like I never finished it, but I can imagine that was something that blew my mind, and the only reason I held off on it was because of waiting for it to come to PSVR2. To be honest, a game that honestly has been the most fun I've had in a very long time, but it's not on PSVR2 yet, and that is V-Racer Hoverbike. That when I took a week off work and I was in rural France with my parents, every day I was in the garden in the sun, Quest headset, doing this, and it was so much fun. So actually, I think V-Racer would be a contender for sure.
I feel like I'm kind of cheating. My official answer, I think, of all games that I've played this year, kind of cheating, I guess, not really. But the Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild, I put 100 hours into that, maybe, and that's probably being very, very conservative. It's probably closer to 150 hours over the course of like 2 months. I dropped like, probably close to 3 hours every single night on that game. In the Switch 2 version is just incredible. So I absolutely love that. So that feels like my game of the year, even though it's a much, much older game, technically.
Tom says, need a date for Hoverbike. Man, honestly, would love to throw something out there. Hard work is going on behind the scenes, and whenever we work with anyone that is bringing something to PSVR2, we're always just like very clear of it's got to be great. This community really pays attention to details, and we see things that are done with ports that aren't, it's just bringing it. Some developers, it feels like their idea of a port is just putting it on PSVR2, and we know it's got to be a lot more than that. And I know Vertex Breakers has been working hard to make it as good as it can be. And it's a game that I just know that as soon as it comes out, it's going to be a Sunday multiplayer favorite. It's so much fun, and I just can't wait to play it with GameCats. Yeah.
Dan Kiefer with the $5 says, clarifying my favorite character is Sam, so people don't think I'm a douchey Robin Colcord fan. I love that you needed to clarify. He said, that said, Roger Rees was a boss in the role. I agree. I think the role, I mean, he's such a great character. Robin Colcord was such a great character, and really did so much for that show, keeping it interesting near the final years. But yeah, it's hard not to like Sam. Sam's one of those characters where, like, sort of like Barney on How I Met Your Mother, where it's like you watch and you're kind of like, wow, what a fucking dick, right? the way he treats, I guess, yeah, just the way he treats women. But he's, you know, he's so loyal to his friends, and he's like such a good guy. Other than that, like you're like, gotta love him. And I think when you can get that reaction or that feeling from the viewer about a character that, you know, maybe isn't the greatest, I think you've done a really good job developing the role. And just absolutely crazy that Ted Danson has just been so in everything recently. You know, he's had so many great roles recently. The Good Place obviously is the one that comes to mind, but he's got other shit going on too. Ted, and he's got his own podcast. Ted Danson's awesome, I think. Hopefully, I don't, probably something going on that I don't know about. No, Ted Danson's great. All right, man, dude, we gotta wrap this up. I got work to get done tonight. This was a super casual, laid back show, and I love shows like this sometimes where we just kind of get to shoot the shit a little bit, and
hell yeah,
feels like a therapy session. So this was nice. I needed this to get away from my workday, but now I got to get back to work and get PSVR this week done, and get to work on at least a review, if not two. So keep you posted. Myles, thank you so much, as always. And remember, guys, click the link in the description below. Go subscribe to Myles' YouTube channel. Make sure those notifications
I'm actually
are on.
doing Let's Plays now. Like, it feels good to be saying it. And like, it's been months and months of Ryan being like, subscribe to Myles. He will do Let's Plays eventually. And I'm here just going, oh my God.
It's more like he'll play Madison eventually. Let's be fair.
Yeah, that's true. But no, right? I'm on a roll, guys. Like, I'm kicking myself out of bed 9:45 every morning. Normally I'm sleeping till like midday because of my work schedule. And it feels great. And I've got lots of games planned. And yeah, just really, really good. And actually, I did a post today on LinkedIn and on Reddit. It's actually had some discussion there. Because today was my 270th Let's Play. And so I just did a list of 7 things that I think all devs should consider when bringing a game to PSVR2. Just from my experience of playing all the games and like common mistakes I see get made. And it will come as no surprise that trophy support is on there. And I'm not going to go through the list now, Brian, but just before we wrap up the show, I've already seen on the Reddit a lot of people going about, I agree with it all, just not the trophy thing. Like, I'll play a game even if it has no trophies. And I'm not saying it has to have trophies to sell. I'm saying that you've got nothing to lose by including them. If you don't have trophies, you're going to lose a part of the audience.
Well, it's the same thing, Myles. It's the same thing as reprojection, right? The number of people who don't notice reprojection, don't even know what it is, don't understand about when we're talking about it.
Yep.
It's a lot. I'm hearing rain. Why do I hear rain?
It's probably. Well, it's not that loud here. I mean, it's raining heavy here, but it's not that loud.
Some video just started playing on YouTube on my desktop.
All right.
It's just like some ambient thing, help you fall asleep or something. No, but it's important. What I'm saying is like every note isn't gonna be true for everybody. Dude, this is a video that I've already scripted, right? And that I really want to get done at some point. Like the 5 things every PSVR2 developer needs to know. I've already got it scripted. It's gonna take forever for me to shoot it and to edit it and do all that. However, like Platinum Trophy, that's not going to apply to everybody. Even trophies don't apply to everybody. Reprojection is not going to apply to everybody. But if you want to get the most sales and make sure that you address every person in the room that wants specific things in their game on PSVR2, then here's a simple, easy list to follow. I think that shit's really important.
That's it. And for me, it's the same with like settings. At the start of my Let's Plays, I always go into the settings and have a look. And settings is not just about comfort settings in terms of, vignettes and stuff like that. It's also comfort settings for people that do have their VR legs. We've all been on that game where it's like, why is it click turning? Why is there no smooth turning? Why did they not add it? And so It's just thinking about VR is a niche. Like, there's not a huge number of gamers compared to regular gaming. And so you want to think about maximizing, as you say, all the possible players and making sure it caters for as many as possible. Yep,
absolutely. So I'm glad you did that. And I'll have to take a look. Look through it to make sure that I didn't miss any in my script for my video. Maybe I'll have to steal one or two from you. We'll see.
Do it, mate. Do it.
Nice. Oh, good. And you posted the link in the chat.
Yeah, I just do that.
Nice. All right. Cool, guys. Again, thank you everybody for being here. This was a nice, casual, laid-back show. I love it. So shout out to everybody who supports the channel financially, whether it's over on patreon.com/withoutparolegames, by being a member over here, by tipping during the show. Thank you very much. Or if you gift Without Parole memberships, GameCato, thank you very much. You guys are doing so much to keep the lights on. You have no idea how difficult keeping the lights on is some months. So thank you all for that. But if you're just here hanging out and just shooting the shit and being part of this amazing community, that is just as important to us. I promise you. We're just happy that you're here. Money will always be secondary. So shout out to everybody. And if you're sitting back watching the show, not saying a goddamn word, trust me, we know you're out there. And we love you just as much. Here it is, Myles, the clip of the week, courtesy of Fuzzy Psycho Bear. Let's go.
Toxic protection falling.
Dude, I love the Fuzzy Psycho Bear, like, gets shot up into the stratosphere, like, out of nowhere, right? And just like, and he just gets, he goes up above the clouds and then, like, looks around before he starts heading back down to the planet. It's so much what I would expect, like, a Looney Tunes character to do if they were in the same exact situation. They just get shot straight up and at the very top, at the apex, just, like, look around and be like, oh, here we go. We're going back down.
I need to get back into it.
Same. Comic book guy with the £2 says, are you doing a review for Drunken Bar Fight 2 soon? No. Like, usually, and thank you for the tip, and thank you for asking. And usually the answer is, anytime somebody says, are you going to do a review for this game? The answer is always, I want to. I want to find time. I want to make it happen. You guys know reviews take me like a fucking week. It is a week's worth of work. It's 40 hours minimum from start to finish. And that's just a lot of work. And so I tend to prioritize the games that, you know, developers send me review keys ahead of time and make sure that I have enough lead time to actually get the review done for launch. And so I do prioritize that. That's the one special treatment developers who send me reviews keys get, is that they actually might get a review for their game, right? Because it's just they're the ones who value their game. They're the ones who value my time and their time, and also value the, you know, how the game performs. You know, they care. It doesn't seem like Drunken Bar Fight developers give a fuck. And so if they don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. It's super cheap, right? If you like here's my guess. If you like Drunken Bar Fight 1, you'll probably like Drunken Bar Fight 2. So no, Drunken Bar Fight 2 will probably not get a review.
That is a safe bet.
The worst part is like that would get 100,000 views, right? If I decide to go spend some time in Drunken Bar Fight 2 and you get a review out, that would get 100,000 views. Do you know how many views like a fucking Dreams of Another review is going to get? It's going to get like 6,000 views, Myles. It's going to be, I'm going to make like a $2 on my 40 hours of work. And that's just the reality of running Without Parole at this point. That's the reality of running any VR YouTube channel right now, is that it's just tough. It's just tough. Subscribers, slow burn. Views, it's a slow burn. You got to be doing it not for subscribers. You got to be doing it not for the view counts. You got to be doing it because you love it. And if you're doing it for any other reason, then you're not going to be doing it long. So, yes, Dane, I 100%. We need Dave for this. Shout out to Dave.